Members, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Shavik.
How are you, Mr. Blandon?
I'm good, how are you?
I was suggesting while waiting for the lecturer, why don't we be passing through our coursework, and such that because we made some correction in it. So I was
Okay.
suggesting while waiting for the lecturer, can we be passing through?
But I think there is no problem.
What about others? Nico, what are you saying? Nicholas? Nicholas? I think some of them are busy right now. Are you seeing the work?
Yes, it's clear.
Yes. Okay, like I was suggesting, we pass through our what? Our coursework, such that anytime if we are to present, everyone should be having some hint about what we are going to be presenting, because the action may decide to choose randomly, and you may find yourself being picked, yet you were not what aware of what is in the what in the coursework. So anyone who would like to lead us? Geoffrey. Geoffrey.
Yes, Shafiq.
Yes, I was suggesting, while waiting for for Madam, let us be presenting this. So I was
I got
asking, sorry?
I got you clearly over that.
Yes.
And
So,
you were asking if someone could lead, but I would be of the view that you lead since you led in the drafting of the whole presentation. Is what I think.
uh, yes, right now
Maybe,
as
maybe we
sorry.
can agree again on who. Maybe we shall then agree on who present in the event that the comes in for the said discussion.
So what I know, what I was thinking, Madam may decide to choose randomly and may choose one of us, yet he is not aware of what is in the work.
Okay.
So we are given this work. Uh, we are given this assignment of coursework about human relations theory in Uganda, in Ugandan organization, and those are the members which are in our group. If you don't see your name, please you can forward your name, and we add you on. Hope everyone sees all her name on the list. Are you seeing the names? We have an Babazi Saison, Arupo. We have Brandon, Geoffrey, me, Medicinino, Mueve, and Nico. If there is anyone who is not on the list, you can please share the name, and we add you on the list. So we start with the introduction, the agenda items. We have our core concepts definition and origin of human relations theory. U- Ugandan context, why human relations matter in contemporary local workplaces. The three pillars, we have the detailed analysis of teamwork, communication, and employees' welfare. So we shall have more details about teamwork, communication, and employees' welfare. And also we shall have a case study application within a prominent Ugandan institution. So in this presentation, we shall see one of the case study inside. We also have a critical evaluation, contemporary debates, limitations, and group analysis. So let us start with the foundation of human resource theory. Sorry, let us start with foundation of human relations theory. Human relations theory is a management approach that emphasizes the importance of human needs, social relationships, communication, teamwork, and employee welfare in improving employees' motivation and productivity. We are seeing here Moya 1933. So this theory was introduced by Moyo in 1933, where he was trying to define human relations theory, and he said it is a management approach that emphasizes the importance of human needs. So for the human relations, they emphasize more on how human human they emphasize more on human needs at the workplaces. They emphasize more on how they communicate with their what with their colleagues, how do they collaborate with their colleagues, and also it also emphasizes more on employees welfare. Are they being paid well? Do they get health insurance? Do they get bonuses when they do overtime? So human resource uh, basically uh, works more on human needs on the what in an organization. It was developed by Elton Moyo following the Hawthorne studies in 1924 to 1932. Employees are motivated by social and physiological factors, not financial rewards only, not financial rewards alone. Positive workplace relationships improve morale and productivity. So uh, Elton Mayo was trying to emphasize that employees at any organization, they are not motivated by only social and physiological factors, but they are also other positive workplace relationships, improve other positive workplace relationships like morale and productivity. So how do you get the best from the employees also is an important factor. We are seeing here the origins. The shift developed as a direct rejection of Frederick Taylor's scientific management theory, which he viewed workers. So we all remember this theory which we study in what? We study it in public administration. Frederick Trowley, who had four four main points on how to manage what employees at any organization. We also have the pioneer. The pioneer was we saw him. He was Elton Moya through the Hawthorne studies in 1924 to 1932. We also have a core discovery. Worker productivity increases when employees feel recognized, valued, and socially integrated. So, always workers, they tend to increase, they tend to put more effort in what they are doing, as long as they feel that they are what recognized, they are also valued, and also the the social what socially integrated. We are also seeing here replaced mechanical view of work with humanistic model. Workers are motivated by social fulfillment, recognition, and belonging, not just financial compensation. Yeah, here at this point is also telling us that workers are not only just like they are not just for financial compensation, but they are also uh, motivated by social fulfillment, by what social fulfillment and recognition, like motivating them, giving them awards. All of these help them to boost their morale towards work. Employees morale and human relations theory. So here we are seeing the employees morale. Employee morale refers to the confidence, scientification, enthusiasm, and positive attitude that employees have towards their work and organization. Here they are trying to define employees morale, and they are saying that it refers to the confidence and positive attitude the employee have towards their work. That uh, that confidence they have in order to do our work, it is what we call morale. Why is employees morale important? We are seeing why it is important an employee to be with morale during while working in an organization. It increases employees' motivation, improves commitment to organization goals, it reduces absenteeism and turnover, enhance teamwork and cooperation, increase productivity and performance. So when employees are when employee morale, when employees are motivated, are confident in what they are doing, they will increase their motivation will increase. Since they are confident in what they are doing, they will be committed towards the organization goals. When they feel that they are valued, they have morale, they will put much effort in what they are doing, and this will increase the organization goals. It reduces turnovers and absenteeism. When employees when employees morale is high, they will they will reduce being absent at the work. If they have a high morale, they will be always available at the work, and there will be what there will be the productive they will be productive to the what the organization. They enhance teamwork and cooperation. When employees have confidence and positive attitude towards the work, they will increase they will increase their teamwork and cooperation within the organization. here they are saying that they increases productivity and performance when these employees have morale towards towards any organization. The productivities will be high, and the high performance, because they are confident in what they are doing. They have positive attitudes towards the work. They are always come on time in the morning and leave at maybe at the evening. So productivity will be high, and even the performance will be high. This will increase the organization profits. Example in Uganda, in Uganda we have an example we talked about at MTN Uganda. Employees recognition programs, training opportunities, and staff where wellness initiatives help improve morale, resulting in better performance and customer service. So in MTN, what they do to boost employees' morale, they give training opportunities to them. Some of them are given opportunities to go abroad and continue with their studies. Maybe they may give you to go and continue with the masters abroad. They also give their staff wellness initiatives, which results in a better performance and customer care. So we are seeing here the man who introduced this, Mayo 1933, who introduced this theory. Are we clear, members?
Yes, please. Yeah.
So relevance to Ugandan organization culture. So we added this from our previous our previous coursework. We added this cultural alignment, the Ubuntu philosophy. Ugandan workplaces are deeply influenced by collectivist social structures. I am because we are. So we all know Ubuntu. Social dynamics, rigid, hyper formal structures often breed resentment or passive resistance in local contexts. Contemporary management challenges. So these are challenges affecting what? These are contemporary management challenges which affects the Ubuntu philosophy. The motivation crisis. Many Ugandan public and private institutions struggle with high turnover, absenteeism, and low employees' engagement. The solution for this, for the motivation crisis, applying human relations theory bridges the gap between management goals and work commitment through relational trust. So what the solution for this motivation crisis, you have to apply human relations theory by by giving these workers, for example, by giving them morale. How? By creating, for example, you can create maybe tournaments, and they play maybe for different different specialization. For example, you can decide to make some fixtures. They play instrumentation versus mechanical, or production versus uh, management team, marketing team versus sales team. Such things will boost their morale towards the work, and this will also give motivation to them and increase the productivity in an organization. Here we give an example. Organizations such as MTN Uganda and NSSF encourage teamwork and staff engagement activities that reflect collective, collectivistic workplace values. So this is what I was talking about. We can create a football match or a tournament whereby each department versus versus each other, and this will create teamwork and also giving them morale towards what towards the organization. The role of teamwork. Now we are going to we have gone to the role of teamwork. Impact on Ugandan organization. Teamwork is when all know teamwork. Teamwork is uh, when we come together, and it's when we come together for a common goal. For example, as we are all here in this presentation, this is teamwork. We all came together to see that we can come up with uh, the same goal. Maybe to uh, for this task is to be knowing what is in our coursework. So it is the goal for ours here and right now is to be to discuss together to see that we all get marks. So this is also teamwork, but teamwork is in different types. Others may come together maybe for maybe social needs or economic needs. As long as a group of people together to for with a, coming together for a common goal, it's called teamwork. Impact on Ugandan organization, synergy and trust. So teamwork, what are the impact on of teamwork to a Ugandan organization, to any Ugandan organization? We have synergy and trust. Building trust within work groups fosters collective responsibilities. Yes, they are saying that they are building trust within work groups uh, for fosters collective responsibilities. If you give trust, if you build trust in your team, for example, if you give them confidence that they can do without your supervision, they can work without your supervision. When you give them that trust that even if I'm not around, you can work without any supervision, and even trying to do what, to award them, award those who have performed well, also can build trust within them, and also promoting them. If you promote them, you are showing that you are trusting them from being a supervisor to a manager. This shows that you're also trusting this person to be leading your company to a successful journey. Knowledge sharing mitigate skills gaps mitigate skills gaps by allowing seasoned employees to informally mentor new colleagues. Yes, for knowledge sharing, a company may decide to maybe to train like 2 people or 6 people abroad, and these 6 people go for a training for 2 weeks or for 2 months. When they come back, these 6 people, they start sharing what they have learned abroad to the colleagues who were left here. So this is also knowledge sharing. You can also bring an expert from abroad. For example, as right now, Tilenga Academy is trying to bring instructors from abroad, from different countries in abroad, from France, Serbia, and these expertise come and they share knowledge, what they know about oil and gas in other countries, and they share them with local people here, such that we also boost our what, our experience in oil and gas. The teamwork is also, we are seeing the impact on Ugandan organization, that the impact of teamwork. Another point is about problem solving. When you work as a team, you solve problems. For example, for the mechanics, when you work 3 to 4 people, you end up solving. You end up doing troubleshooting, helping one another to see that uh, that the task you have is done well and properly, sharing knowledge to see that the problem is solved well. We are having another point here. Teams combine different skills and perspectives to solve workplace challenges more effectively. So here I can give an example as like when team comes together, when sales team, market team, and production team come up together, they all they each team does what each team does what is required to do. It helps the company to grow quickly because the team are connected, and they communicate to each other. For example, for the marketing team, when they go to the to the people, to the society, they tend to ask them questions. For example, for the Coca-Cola, for the maybe Omo what? Omo product. These marketing team, they go to the society and they start asking people who use who use Omo product, what they should add, what problems do they have found in the product, what they should add, what they should do more. So they end up sharing this information to the production team, and they try to maybe to do what, to do more, maybe to add more what, uh maybe to add some detergent, some other detergents, maybe to add more, those things, those mixing things, to see that they change from what people they want, and stop what people they don't want. This helps the organization to do what, to 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 be successful and to last for long, because of the collaboration between the teams. Employees learning, employee learning. So teamwork helps new employees to learn more. You may find that I'm new to that job, and there is some experienced people. So when I work with them, when I team up with them, I, I I learn more from them. Since I'm new in the system. They are experienced. So whatever they do, it helps me to learn more, and also to increase on my what knowledge in what I was not knowing. Teamwork encourage mentoring and knowledge transfer between experienced and the new employees. So this is what I was talking about. I think these were explanations I will remove this and this. Is that it? So we gave an example here. We gave an example here at the National Water Engineers, Technician, and Customer Service collaborate to improve water service delivered across Uganda. So here we gave a teamwork of engineers, technicians, and the customer service offers collaboration to improve water service delivery across Uganda. So it is the same, it is what we are talking about. If we go further, we are seeing communication. Can anyone take us through this communication? Colleagues. Geoffrey,
Yes, my brother.
can you take us through the communication?
I would have loved to do so, but unfortunately, I'm logged in using the phone, and I cannot
You are
get
using
live.
phone.
Yes, but also nonetheless, I have been noting down a few things, and I thought at an appropriate time, if time will allow, I would be given a chance uh, to share my thoughts on a particular that is the relevance of the human relations theory in Ugandan organizations. That's where I've been taking some notes for now. If colleagues can allow that to happen.
Mr. Brandon.
Shafiq, I think the screen is not visible for now.
The screen is not visible.
No.
Okay, I'm going to share again, but you're going to take us through communication. Geoffrey.
Hello, Shafiq. Are you there?
Yes.
I I am of the view,
Sorry?
and my view should not. I am of the view, and my view should not be final. I suggest that you first take us through.
I was not getting
Hello.
you. Yes.
Are you getting me?
Yes?
I was saying, and I wouldn't love my view to be final. I was suggesting that maybe you first take us through the whole thing. Then, because we are about in number, each of us can go through a slide. But we still have some time. Each of us can go through a slide, and we share our understanding of the same.
Okay, but my background is not really. I have some sound in my background.
If the team is okay with that.
Are you okay with? Are you hearing me? I have some background in some sound in my background. Hope
I
you are
can
okay
hear
with
you.
it. Okay, let's
I,
okay, let's continue. Yes. Now I was we continue with communication. Human relations theory advocates for two-way, democratic, and transparent communication channels instead of purely top-down directives. So, for communication, uh, human relations theory advocates for two-way. They for human resource they allow for from down to top communication, and also top to down communication directives. There should be transparency, in communication. In simple terms, communication in an organization is a key, because it helps workers in an organization to communicate well, and also to in order to increase productivity in an organization. There must be perfect communication between the workers. Impact on Uganda Impact on Ugandan organizations participation in decision making. Communication, it impacts in its impact in Ugandan organization. We have participation in decision making. Employees who consulted feel a sense of physiological ownership. So here they are saying that during in decision making, employees who are consulted feel more confident, eh? And also they get morale in what they are doing. So when you have a business, don't only don't only consult managers. It is always better and perfect to consult the entire organization workers. You can decide to consult a cleaner, talk to him, uh, see what is his or her ideas about the organization. It helps the company even to do to do more innovation. You can even decide to give some awards to those who come up with better ideas, which will help the company to do what to increase on their productive to its productivity. So it is always better to practice decentralization in an organization, not only centralization system. Conflict resolution, proactive open dialogue, proactive open dialogues. They escalate grievance before they manifest as strikes or ghost laws. So communication helps in solving conflicts. So if there is some misunderstanding between uh, different workers, always call them, try to talk to them, communicate to them, and see how you can stop such conflict in a company. Because if conflicts are there, they will lead to productivity to be low, and also to sometimes loss of equipments in an organization, because these workers may fight, and they never know if they fight what can happen next. Someone may decide to start a fire, and which may lead to what? To loss of equipment and an organization. Communication also helps in uh, efficiency. Transparent, transparent vertical and horizontal channels reduce operational friction and rumors. So when the company practice vertical and horizontal channels of communication, it reduces operational what? Friction and rumors. So where, for example, here I can say that if a company uh, decide to decide to use two systems, uh, for example, the what? For example, the decentralization and centralization system, whereby managers decides of what to do for the company to have better products. And also it is better to also go down to the maybe production workers and hear from them what is needed to boost production, or to boost the products the company is trying to do what? To make. So this efficiency increases more when you practice vertical and horizontal channels, which reduces operational friction and rumors. It builds trust. It builds trust within workers. If you communicate with your workers well, it builds trust in them. They know that they are also important in the organization. They can boost the production, and also their morale also boosts if you trust them. If you, for example, as I said last time, previously, that you can decide to stop over supervising them and give them chance to think. You give them chance to do what they think that it is better for the company. You will see that the company will increase its productivity because of trust building. How communication impact organizations? We also have another point here. Open communication. Open communication creates trust between management and employees. Yes, it's what we are talking about. For example,
Excuse me.
in sorry,
Excuse me.
yes,
By the way, the screen is not visible. I guess all members can't see what you're presenting.
the screen is not visible.
No, it is not.
Okay, let me try to share again. Are we together now?
Yes, it is visible now.
Yes. So I
You
was
can get
saying
it.
that. So I was saying here the example we have: NSSF Uganda conducts staff meetings and feedback sessions that allow employees to share ideas and concerns. So for the NSSF uh, organization, what they do, they conduct staff meetings and feedback sessions that allow employees to share ideas and concerns. So they call up uh, meeting for the all staff, and they share different ideas and feedback uh, on what all employees are thinking about. For example, another example we have at Utam, they may decide to do what? To have a meeting with the lecturers. After having meeting with the lecturers, then they come up with another meeting with the students and see what are the feedback, what do they think, do they get enough from what they were expecting from the university. So if they are not getting what they are expecting, so they give feedback to the UTAM council, maybe to the UTAM HOD, and from UTAM HOD things start changing, because they know what they have not sharing well, and then they start changing from what they were doing to what we are expecting. When another point, we have employee welfare. Employee welfare, we have many employee welfare. We have many. It So I was saying that employees welfare. It talks about the well-being of employees at the organization. For example, here we could talk about their salary. Are they getting what they are expecting to get? We talk about uh, uh, we talk about their salaries. We talk about health insurance. Do they get health insurance? Hmm? We talk about finances, if other finances like transport. Do they get transport allowances? Do they get different? Do they get leave? Botanic, those I'm hearing different leaves in different organizations. Some organizations, they are giving maternity leave for 6 months. Others are giving for only three months. So you see those things, all of these fall in employees' welfare. You see that the employee is healthy and still have morale to do what? To work for the organization. What are the impacts on you? What are the impacts on Uganda organizations? Impact of employees' welfare on Ugandan organization. We have beyond we have the first one is beyond the paycheck. So here they are saying that employees' welfare is beyond the paycheck. It's not only the salary, but it is beyond the salary. Non-monetary incentives like medicine, insurance, safe working environments, and the meals are vital. So even the meals you get, the lunch you get at the work, it is also under employees welfare. Even the safe working environment, the safety. Do you get do you get PPEs for the what? Do you get the right PPEs for the task you are going to do? Hmm? Things like that. The medicine insurance. Are you healthy? If you feel some cough, have you seen the doctor? If you get a cut, have you get a first aid? So all these uh, all these are under employees what? Welfare. Mental well-being, mental well-being, mental well-being. It reduces stress and burnout, which directly limits absenteeism. Yes, employees welfare, it reduces If mental well-being, are you mentally okay when it comes when you are about to start working? So it's always better uh, to talk, maybe to talk, to have first to have a toolbox talk in the morning. It is always better to have a toolbox talk with your employees, whether they feel okay. You may work with an employee who has just been, maybe let me say, had some they had some fight at home, and then comes to job in the morning. So talking to them in the morning uh, can give them morale, can also help them to do what, to come up with to talk to you that today I'm not feeling okay, and you try to see that you maybe you give him a free day to avoid him or her from from working with the stress. So it reduces stress and burnout, which directly limits absenteeisms. Whenever you talk with them every day, whenever they will tell you that they are mentally okay, it will reduce their absenteeism. They will be having morale to do what? Towards the work. We are also seeing another point of loyalty. When an organization treats an employee with dignity, the employee responds with high organizational loyalty. So here, that this point is talking about loyalty, being able, being loyal to an organization. So when the employees are loyal to the organization, the productivity will be high because of good employee welfare. We are also having another point, training and development. Organizations that invest in employee skills increase competence and productivity. Yes, when you train your workers, when you train your employees, productivities productivity increases. Why? Because you are because you are using experienced or knowledgeable employees who knows what to do, when to do, and to see that it is done in the best way. So when you train them, they will do your work well, and they will increase productivity. We gave an example here. For example, we gave an example about Total Energies invest in employee training through Tirenga Academy. So here we saw that Tirenga Academy chose 200 Ugandan and trained them in different specialization. For example, in instrumentation, mechanical, production, and inspection, to see that they at that time when at the time of first all, they will be knowing that what to do, and because remember it was this what this oil is this oil, it is our first time to have it in Uganda, so we don't have experienced people. So when you train them, you are giving them morale, you are giving them knowledge of doing what they are going to do, and they will do it perfectly, since you are training them and also giving them some good money if it is there. Another example we gave was about employees receive technical training in yeah, it is an explanation about the is a, it is the it was an explanation which I talked about. Uh-huh. This program improves employees' competence, safety, and productivity. Yes, it is the same. So these training employees improve their employees, improves their competency, safety, and productivity. So whenever you have a company, it's always better to train train your workers to see that they know what they are doing. Training them helps the organization to have high productivity. So if you go to we go to case study, national social national social security fund, NSSF Uganda. Loads of teamwork, communication, and employees welfare. Teamwork in NSSF Uganda demonstrates how employees certain management practices contribute to organization performance through teamwork, communication, and staff welfare initiatives. So here they are saying teamwork in NSSF, how they how they uh, how they they work together to see that the NSSF organization performs well. It is not only NSSF, but also other organizations like URA, like KCCA, eh? All those departments such as finance, hmm? The team which is on what in the on site, to the team which is in the society, for in the case of KCCA, these teams collaborate together to see that KCC have achieved better results. For example, there is a team which is always in town, eh, trying to chase away those road vendors, those roadside traders. There is another team which is in offices, the finance, the those accountants. They all come together to see that the organization works well. We also have another point: communication. How NSSF communication, how NSSF do their communication regularly in town hall meetings where staff directly challenge executive leadership, paid paired with transparent performance tracking. So here they are showing that they always have town halls, they have meetings whereby the staff members try to challenge the executive leaders, try to caution them, hmm, trying to giving them ideas to see that they all have a transparency performance towards towards the Ugandan towards what the Ugandan government. We also have employee welfare, comprehensive staff comprehensive comprehensive staff medical schemes, wellness programs, health days, and continuous institutional training. So for the employees' welfare, the NSSF also try to do what? To put their mental health days. And wellness programs where they will teach their employees, hmm, what they want from them, their targets. It is not only NSSF. Put this in any organization. You can put this in KCCA. You can put this in our local organization, whereby you also need them to do what? To teach them what the aim of your organization. What do you want from them? Hmm? Always make sure that you have m- mentally okay people. Productivity out productivity outcome studies on NSSF Uganda prove that prioritizing human relations has led to high innovation, low absenteeism, and superior operational performance. Other case study organizations in Uganda include MTN Uganda, Airtel Uganda, UEDCL. So you see different organization also can use can use teamwork, communication, employees welfare to see that can use this human relations theory to see that they have uh, a better organization, to see that their employees are healthy, motivated, and can be able to inspire other employees, can be able to inspire other people to join them, because you may find an organization, uh, employees working, but even you who are not with them, you are not inspired to join them, because you see them working in a very bad condition. You see them, they are not improving in their lifestyle, they are not improving maybe in their dressings, mm, where they sleep. So you also will end up not being inspired. So if uh, if different organizations have better human relations, you see that their workers, they are improving, they are healthy, they are maybe their dressing styles, their mm, transportation, even transportation matters. You may find a worker working every day for 15 years, and can you be able to join his organization? You can't. But if you see that there is maybe your colleague has worked for 2 years, now he has started maybe using a border every day. A third year he has bought a car, so you also get morale to join such an organization. So it is always better to have a better human relations in any organization. These were the results, and we have yeah, improved the service delivery, reduced the absenteeism, increased the employee engagement, enhanced customer satisfaction. Yes, if there is a better human relations in an organization, it will improve service delivery. It will improve. It will help the employees to avoid being absent at work, because there is some, maybe let me say, there is some different bonuses on maybe overtime. There is bonus on overtime. There is bonus on different, maybe there is some awards to those who have worked well. mm? There is award to the good performers. There is promotion on the on the what in the organization. This will boost them and avoid them from being absent. So everyone will be fighting to see that he gets that reward. So there is also increased employees engagement. There is also enhanced customer certifications. So all of these we are seeing in our presentation. So another slide, we are talking we talk about limitations of human relations theory. There is a contemporary debate: is human relations enough? The happy worker fairness. Critics argue that social certification does not automatically mean a worker will be highly productive, competent, system and fracture and fracture and infrastructure still matter. So for the happy worker fairness, its critics argue that social certification does not automatically mean a worker will be highly productive. So for this, for the first debate, for the happy worker fairness, it is saying that the worker will not will be highly productive. hmm, for sorry for them for this happy worker finance is saying that that social certification does not automatically mean a worker will be highly productive. Hmm? The worker will not. It is not a what? It is not a guarantee that the worker will always be productive. Will also it will not be competent. It is not a guarantee that he will be competent. It's not a guarantee that he will always be there for the company. But also infrastructures matters. If you have good buildings, hmm, also good buildings matters. You find a company having only a single room for production, for the office, for the GM, for the same room has an office for the manager. So you end up seeing that the space is not enough for the company. But companies with big or companies with infrastructures having different departments, hmm, they end up having what? High productivity and even hiring competent people because of infrastructure. The economic reality in developing economies like Uganda, non-monetary human relations cannot fully compensate for for inadequate baseline salaries. So here they are saying for economic reality. So countries like in Uganda, here, human resource cannot fully compensate for inadequate baseline salaries. So human resource cannot compensate for inadequate baseline salaries. So we don't have here in Uganda we lack salary structure. You find that you find that different companies paying different salaries. So there is no fixed salary for maybe for production people or for cleaners. We have different salaries in different companies. So this so human resource has to fight. I think it's not human resource. I think all of us will have to the government should help us to fight this such that we all have uh salary what we have fixed salaries on uh, different specialization, because many people change from one job to another looking for better paying jobs. You may find a cleaner in Mokwano getting 250 and a cleaner in URA getting 500,000. So this will salary difference will lead will lead people to do what? to change from one job to another. So we need the government should come up and fix this such that there is a fixed salary for different for different specialization. There is manipulation risks. Manipulation risk. Some modern critics view human relations practices as subtle tools used by management to make employees work harder without giving them real structure, power, or equitable rises. So some modern critics view human relations practice as subtitles. So this point is talking about some people see this human resource as a tool used by management, used by organization to make employees work harder. Yes, I agree with this. In some organization, you find that they use these human resource people to to do what? To make employees work harder in even in bad what? In bad welfare.
Excuse me, Safik.
Yes.
Is it okay I come in and help a bit, just on
Okay,
those
thank
points
you.
of? Well, thank
Okay,
you,
thank you.
Safik. We are talking about the limitations of human relations theory in Uganda. That is the challenges faced in Ugandan context. And
Yes.
I may break down, not necessarily following on the words in the slide, but I have seen like three key challenges that is faced in the Ugandan context. One is the resource
Mm,
constraints that you explained, that many Ugandan enterprises are small and underfunded, making it harder to implement structural HR practices. This is coupled with our lack of minimum wage laws that is where human relations theory is to be effectively and properly implemented. An organization or a company ought to have adequate resources in terms of finances that is meant to implement what they call the structured HR practices. For instance, um, if in an organization we have a structure of an officer supervised by a manager, supervised by another manager, and going up and up, and each of these must have a specified um, amount of money to be paid. So we are limited because of the resource constraints. Secondly, there's an element of cultural diversity. Aware that Uganda has multi-ethnic environments that require sensitivity to different communication styles. Okay? Many of you here know that some of us from northern Uganda communicate with a lot of energy. Okay? That may be mistaken for arrogance or disrespect. So it makes the theory faces a challenge when it comes to implementation. Then there is the third one, which you had stated as manipulation risk, but I'm breaking it down to the informal management style that owners and all managers often rely on personal ties rather than the formal system, which can both strengthen and weaken the organization's culture. A few of us here have tried to do business. So instead of copying the formal way of management, we tend to apply the informal way of management, that thinking because you are boss, you are the investor, you must be everything. That ends up causing failure. Conclusively, I would say human relations theory is not just an abstract in Uganda, but it directly shapes organizations' culture by promoting trust, cooperation, and shared learning for Ugandan enterprises, especially the micro and small businesses. Applying these principles enhances survival, performance, and employee satisfaction. Thank you for hearing. Did I make sense, colleagues? Are we
Yes,
there?
yes, brother.
Did I make any sense?
Yes,
Thank you. I
but
thought I would just.
Godfrey.
Yes, dear.
But I also thinking that at this point, are you seeing it? Manipulation risks.
Manipulation
Hmm?
risk.
Yes,
Yes,
I'm
I
also
interpret.
thinking that some organization use this human resource people to make people work hard because I've been hearing one company in Namamve saying that the human resource manager always pushing workers to work overtime without even being paid since they have many people who are looking for jobs, so they always try to make them fear that if you don't work up to maybe up to 7, you're going to be fired. Tomorrow you're going to bring another one.
It is very true, my brother. Just this morning, I was having a misunderstanding with my spouse. She's an engineer and working at the Kibwa construction site at the
Sorry,
setting.
brother.
Because the contract says you begin work at 8 and stop at 5. But then somebody goes ahead to push you to work up to 6, 7, or even 8. And because of the fear of losing the job, somebody does not want to challenge. So that's why I'm saying the point manipulation risk can best be broken down into um, what I call the informal management style, the informal. Because there is something in writing, and then somebody wants to do something outside what is written. I think we are the same phase now. Shafik and colleagues,
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. That was also my point.
are we only two participating in this, or the colleagues are also there?
I think they are there.
Okay, fine.
So
You may proceed.
yes, okay. There is. What about this point of ignorance, individual differences?
Um, where is that? Okay.
Are you seeing it?
Yeah, I mentioned that as cultural diversity, the individual differences, how we perceive management styles, all things at work. Okay, for those of us who happen to work in communities like the Somalis, you know that at 4, you cannot conduct any activity because the Muslim, the original Muslim in the Somali community would want to be in the mosque or at the mosque. And the Christians, is it 4 or 5? You're a Muslim. Then the Christians, you cannot conduct an activity on a Sunday because it is common knowledge that people will be in church. But I broke it down to the ethnic setting in Uganda. How we dress. If the policy, for instance, talks about the dress code, and then you want to emphasize, implement the same in a place like Karamoja, I think there are difficulties that are likely to be faced. And then you want to say that we put the ladies put on short, decent dresses, and then the Muslim community will have to oppose that because it is against the laws in the Quran or the provisions in the Quran. So the individual differences is what I summarize into the cultural diversity. That's how we perceive, how we believe, bringing us the element of culture. Growing up, I defined culture as one man's thought. Because previously people used to talk about circumcision. When we were young, I believe I'm much older than many here. When we were young, and we would ask, why do people in Buddhism practice circumcision? Then the answer would be that we also found it like that. And it's not until in the years that they attach some health benefit to circumcision that is now a general knowledge and understanding that a normal male human being must be circumcised. You get the point?
Yes.
So that is my understanding of the that it ignores individual differences. The theory does not address the diversity in culture. There's something people fear talking about. I was trying to do so, to talk about it, not to practice it. Talking about the LGBTI. You know, those people have their own beliefs. It is not abnormality, but they have their own beliefs. But yet in Uganda, the law prohibits that. Now, you get a manager or an officer who belongs to that category, and you want to have policies that tend to abuse their rights. I'm not promoting that, but I'm just giving. I want us to just have a learning example. So you see where the element of culture and cultural diversity comes in, that it does not address such things. It does not address the fact that I and Shafiq belong to two different religious activities. You're a Muslim, right? I am a Christian. So it doesn't address
Yes.
that. Yes.
Yes. I also had a colleague in Dubai telling in Saudi Arabia telling me that on Friday for them they don't work. Friday they don't work. It is a blessed day, so they always be in the mosque praying. Maybe in the evening, during lunchtime, their bosses invite other people to come and gather. They eat together. Then that's how they spend their Fridays. They don't work much. Okay, we go ahead.
Wait.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, you're loud and clear.
Yes. We also tried to we tried to relate human relations theory and the Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. If we remember that Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs in 1942? Is it 1943 around there? He came up with these these needs which are needed to people to be healthy and also to have a better life, to be functioning well. One we had we uh, one we had social needs, we esteem needs, belongingness needs, safety needs, and self-actualization needs. So for the for Abraham, this was his highlight. This were his theory, where he said that people needs food, water, shelter for them to be what? To be healthy. So we relate that to human relations theory. Uh, Human relation theory helps to satisfy employees' needs. At the same time, also Abraham's Maslow's hierarchy of needs also trying to help to satisfy employees people's needs. Importance, the importance one of the importance we have when employees needs are met, motivation and productivity increases. So whenever employees needs, for example, lunch, if someone has ate lunch very well, his motivation and productivity increases. For example, for the these friends of ours who work as porters, when you don't give them food, maybe at around lunch there, he tend to be weak in the evening. So you may get less productivity from him. But when you give him food, water in the evening, his productivity increases. Uh, Maslow's hierarchy of needs explains that employees are motivated by different levels of needs. So remember, for Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it has different levels of needs. We have the social needs, we have esteem needs, belongingness needs, and safety needs, and self actualization needs. In Ugandan employees require both social certification and financial security to remain motivated. To some people in Uganda, not even to some people, but to people to some employees, to employees in Uganda, they require both social certification and financial security. If someone is given a job, for example, if I'm given a job uh, for maybe for lifetime for life lifetime job, I be more motivated, and also being more confident that I will stay here for long. This will motivate me a lot, giving me a job for life. I'll be motivated, and I will also be able to increase on my what experience. And about to self certification, about self certification needs. Everyone needs uh for this safety social certification. I think everyone needs to when someone is socially rejected, it can cause him to deep think a lot, which will also bring stress to him. So everyone needs uh, to be bring closer, to be motivated, such that he can give you what the organization deserves. Organization should combine human relations theory with Abraham Maslow's approach to improve employees' motivation and productivity. So, for human relations theory, they have to combine it with Abraham Maslow's approach to improve employees' motivation and productivities. For example, we have here human relation theory and the Maslow's hierarchy. Human relation theory, we have teamwork. For the Maslow's hierarchy, we have social needs. If there is teamwork, there will not be uh, social uh, how can I say it? There will not be uh, stress in people. If if we are in team, everyone will be able to will be confident to say what is on his or her mind, and also to tell us if there is any problem, and we try to solve it as a team. We have recognition. For the relations theory, we have recognition. Here, for recognition, employees recognized in different ways. You can decide to recognize them by promoting him or her from being a technician to a supervisor. You may decide to recognize him or her from giving him or her award. Hmm? You can also decide to give him a holiday in abroad. Hmm? You can decide to give him different gifts to see that they are motivated. For the Maslow's hierarchy, there is esteem needs, whereby an employee, how can, whereby an employee is given a, another position from being as I explained at first, from being a supervisor to maybe to a manager. So this also shows that this employee, this person is increasing. Sorry, this person is growing in an organization when he or she sees himself that he's moving, he's not in one place, he's moving from a supervisor to a manager. It motivates them, and they will give you what they will give you more. We have communication, whereby a team has to we have to that a team has to communicate well during decision making. Hmm? Without without ignoring the low level people, without ignoring cleaners, askaris, the treated people. We always have to be, in order to have effective communication, we have to be giving them also a chance to to do what, to give us their ideas, such that we can boost our productivity. And also, for if you want to an organization to do what, to innovate new things. Hmm? We have to give chance to different people in different what departments to see what they are thinking about the organization. What ideas do they have for the what, for the organization? Belongingness and needs. For the for this point, belongingness, I think for this point, it is the same. If there is something, uh sorry for that, for this point of belongingness and needs. Hmm? For example, a group, a group type organization includes, like for example, if it includes family, friends, or co-workers, sports team, and region groups. Here, we may decide to use maybe to use someone who is older than you to to share a different experience about about uh, the organization needs, about what he has passed through in order to have a successful maybe business. It may decide to train you in different ways using his or her experience. Employees welfare, we talked about this. We talked about the salaries, insurances, health insurance, mm, safety needs. Safety needs. We can talk uh, mm, about for example PPE. mm, are you have you get the do you have right PPE for that for the job? mm? Do you use gas detectors when you are working in a dangerous or hazardous area? So are you safe to do a given task? mm? It is under safety needs. Participation. For the human resource theory, there is a point of participation. Are you participating? The participation here, we can say, for example, if you are to work on a given task, are you participating? Hmm? If you don't know, if you participate, you get to know what you have known. You get to know what 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 you didn't know. There is now for the mm, Abraham Maslow's highlight, there is a self actualization needs. What are your needs? There is that self need. What if you, for example, if you're working in uh, you are working as a group, what are your needs in that group? What do you need in that group? Do you want to always to be under to always to be under learners, or you want to achieve, or you want to one day also you become a leader in that very group? So if you want to become a leader in that very group, you have to increase on your efforts, mm, such that you become a leader in future. You have to increase your efforts. You have to study. You have to do uh, different things which are expectation from your colleagues, such that you also become a leader. Another uh, another slide, we talked about group analysis and assessment. Evaluation for Uganda. The economic bias, while Moyer's theory deep, defaces, defaces money in Uganda, financial baselines, compensation, physiological needs remains highly critical due to microeconomic pressure. So for the physiological needs, we all know these needs remains highly critical due to microeconomic pressures. We have patronage risks, informality, and cross knit relationships can sometimes morph into nepotism or tribalism in Uganda organization if left unattended to. In conclusion, human relations theory is highly effective in Uganda if only paid with fair wages and merit-based corporate governance. So here they are concluding saying that if human resource theory is highly effective in Uganda if only paid with fair wages, if there is fair wages and advantage-based corporate governance, mm, and if there is fair wages and giving different positions to those who are capable of doing what they have to do, and not giving different people uh, positions which are not theirs. So transparency is also a key if you want to be with human if human resource theory is to be highly recognized. So, in conclusion, we concluded this. Yes.
Hello? I think the conclusion there takes us back to the few points under limitation and all challenges to
Mm,
human rights theory. That the theory is only effective with the
mm,
availability of resources, I mean adequate resources, not just the
mm,
resources, and also the presence of corporate governance policies, not just informal or where it does not address the differences in individual views. Thank you. That's what I
mm.
wanted to put up.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, I talked about that. There is also strategic imperative, imperative whereby there is teamwork, transparent communication, and the comprehensive welfare are strategic tools for national productivity, not just human resource buzzwords. Buzzwords. There is also the balance. True operational success in Uganda requires balancing strong inter, in, interperson, interpersonal workplace relationships with fair financial compensation. Organizations such as NSSF, MTN Uganda, URA, KCCA, Total Energies EP, and Total Energies Marketing, hmm, and the National Water demonstrate that employees perform better when they feel valued, supported, and involved in decision making. So for them, for all of these organizations, corporate, for all of these organizations, they believe that employees they always feel valued, supported, and they are motivated more if they are involved in decision making. So whenever you involve your employees in decision making, it helps them to feel valued. So they will support you in lead. They will support you or even lead you in the growth of the organization. If you treat them well, expect to have better what? Expect to have better productivity and what? and the organization will increase. The organization will develop. So these are the references. We have Bernard. We also these are the references. The last one is our doctor. We got we got some data from his notes. So I think that's all. Hope we are okay.
Thanks a lot, Shafiq. Thanks a lot for the good presentation. And unfortunately, not all of us had the opportunity to participate, but I would suggest that we maintain the culture and a culture that should cut across all cost units. Otherwise, I am greatly thankful. If you read I saw a text from the lecturer. I don't know if all of us have seen it, and I think she's grateful with the work we are doing. The text reads, "Dear class, this is a wonderful task you are doing. Please proceed with your discussion. Next week, we have the test, but I will instead teach and also put individual coursework. Please make all necessary clearances so that you are able to access the coursework. All the best, Tabitha."
Okay, thank you, Geoffrey. Thank you, thank you everyone for being attentive. Let us, inshallah, let us join in the next in the next lecture in the evening. Thank you so much. Have a better day.